Welcome you all for Tungal online classes. So we are discussing for the circular motion. Yesterday we completed uniform circular motion and non-uniform circular motion and motion in a vertical plane with a uniform speed, and we are discussing motion in a vertical plane with a non-uniform speed. In yesterday class, this is for the topic motion in a vertical plane or motion in a vertical circle. With a non-uniform speed. Non-uniform speed. So yesterday class we have derived also what is the expression whenever a particle is executing in a vertical circle. So we consider the lowest point and we consider the highest point. Then we consider at any arbitrary point the radius value given by r. The point is making an angle theta. Then yesterday we have written. So what is the velocity at the lowest point? So velocity at the lowest point we called Vn. V1 value should be equal to root over 5 into g into r. And what is the velocity at the highest point? So that value will be equal to root over g into r. So these velocities are critical velocity at lowest point and the highest point. Then also we have seen at any arbitrary point what is the expression for critical velocity and what is the expression for critical tension in the string. Tension value maximum at lower point and minimum at the highest point. Okay. So for the body to execute the vertical circular motion, the conclusion is at lowest point the velocity value should be root over should be either greater than or equal to root over 5. But every time velocity may not be greater than or equal to 5. So if the velocity value less than root over 5 into g into r. So that time what happens? Whenever velocity at the lowest point of the vertical circular motion is less than root over 5 into g into r, there are two possibilities are there. The first possibility, the body may oscillate. The second possibility, the body may leave the circular path without loop. Now we will see the two cases. First one is what is the condition for today. So first point is the condition for oscillation. What is the condition for oscillation? But remember, these two cases under whenever velocity at the lowest point is less than root over 5. So let us consider initially the bob or the body was there at the lowest point. So let us suppose what I did is the bob is pulled or bob was rotated until string made a horizontal. When this is the initial position A and this is the position let me call P. So velocity given at this position can I call V1. How can I calculate the velocity? So P to calculate what is the maximum angular displacement value. So that value is equal to 90 degrees. I want to calculate what is the value of V1 for the particle to oscillate such as that. So it is making maximum amplitude of 90 degrees. So according to law of conservation of energy, EA value is equal to E into P. So EA value given by 1 by 2 into m into V1 square will be equal to E into P. At this point P, in order to oscillate, the most essential condition is velocity should become 0 first, then tension. So when velocity is 0, it having only potential energy, which is given by m into g into h. What is h value? H is nothing but here radius only. So then what I will get m into g into r. Then m value cancel. Then v1 value is equal to root over 2 into g into r. After reaching the point P, then what happens? Since velocity will become 0, again it will come back. So in this way, it will start oscillating with a maximum amplitude of, so theta value will be equal to 90 degrees. Understood? Whenever the velocity given at the lowest point is root over 2 into g into l, the body will execute oscillatory motion with the maximum amplitude of, so theta value is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, so what happens? The velocity value is still less than root over 2gl. If VL value less than root over 2gl, that 2gr, that time what happens? It will oscillate out. But it will oscillate with amplitude value theta less than 90. Theta value less than 90. So up to what height the body can go? So now body projected from the velocity V1, velocity given at the lowest point is V1, which is less than root over 2gl. Then what happened to the body? It will not execute the vertical circular motion. It will go until string is making an angle theta. The theta value will be less than 90 degrees. So what is the height of the body? How can I calculate the height of the body from the ground? So this height value if I want to calculate, value given here. So directly you know. So whenever a body projected vertically up, the maximum height formula which is given by v1 square divided by 2 into g. Expression for height. Up to what height the bob or the body will go during oscillation. After calculating the height value, so what is theta value? Yesterday we have seen what is the formula for cos theta. If the total value is r, this value h, this value r minus h, then we will write cos theta value is equal to r minus h divided by how much of r value, which can be also written as 1 minus h divided by r. Then what will get cos theta? Cos theta is equal to 1 minus v1 square divided by 2 into g into r. This is the expression for angle made by the body with the vertical. When velocity given at the lower point is less than root over 2 into g into l, then cos theta value is equal to 1 minus v1 square divided by 2 into g into r. Condition understood? So this is for oscillation. One more condition is the second point. What is the condition for leaving the circular path without a looping? Without a looping. The second point we discussed for today class. Condition for leaving the circular path. Leaving the circular path without a looping. Without a looping. Okay. Now in this case what happens? So if the velocity given to the particle at the lower end, so this v1 value, v1 is less than root over 5 into g into r, but greater than root over 2 into g into r. Up to root over 2 into g into r, the body will execute oscillating motion. The velocity is more than root over 2 into g into r, then what happens to the body? The body will reaches to, so this is the horizontal position. Okay, it will go behind the horizontal position here somewhere. So at this position what happens? Whenever the velocity value root over greater than root over 2 g r, so before velocity tension becomes 0, t value will become 0. So let me go this point in its p. At this p tension will become 0. When tension is 0, what are the forces acting on the body? Only gravity. Because of the gravitational force, what happens to the body? It will fall down. Without looping, so what happens? Without moving in a circular path, it will fall down. Okay, so tension should become 0. When the velocity given to the body at the which point? At the lowest point. So will be greater than which one? So greater than root over 2 into g into r. Let me call the angular displacement value theta. Theta obviously greater than 90. So first I want to calculate what is the tension at this point p. Tension value is given by, so m into v1 square or m into vp square by r plus mg into cos theta. We know this. At any arbitrary point p where string is making an angle theta, the tension formula given by m into vp square divided by r plus m into g into cos theta. In order to leave the circular loop, the condition is tension should become 0. So m divided by r. What is the value of this vp value? So vp value can be written as, so v1 square minus 2 into g into h. Can I write? How can we write? So here velocity given v1. This velocity if I want to calculate the height of this point p, if I call it as h, so then v square minus u square is equal to 2as. By using that formula, so v1 square minus 2 into g into h plus here what can I write? M into g. Cos theta can be written as r minus h divided by r, because cos theta there written. Cos theta is equal to, so r into r minus h divided by r. That value is substituted. So this term should be equal to 0. In both the terms, m by r will become 0. When m by r will be 0, then what is left? v1 square minus 2 into g into h plus g into r minus g into h will be equal to 0. Correct? Then, so what I will get the answer here is, I want to calculate the h value. So that is v1 square minus or plus g into r minus 3 into g into h is equal to 0. From this, so what I will get the expression for h is equal to, So H value is equal to V1 square plus G into R divided by 3 into G. So this is the expression for height of the point P from the ground, from which the body will fall down. To fall down, condition is what? Tension should become 0. To oscillate, condition is what? Velocity should become 0. When velocity becomes 0 first, it will oscillate. When tension becomes 0 first, so it will fall down without moving a circular path. Similarly, I want to calculate what is cos theta value. Theta is the angle made with the vertical. So cos theta is equal by 1 minus r. So 1 minus cos theta already written, r minus h divided by r. So 1 minus h divided by r. So cos theta value is equal to 1 minus h value v1 square plus g into r divided by 3 into g into r. If I take LCM, so what I get? 3 into g into r minus v1 square minus gr divided by 3 into g into r. Then what I will get? 3 minus 1. So this is of 2 by 3. 2 by 3 minus of which one here I will get? So minus of v1 square divided by 3 into g into r. This is the expression for cos theta. So these two formulas are required for us. In case of looping, from the what height the body will fall down and what is the angle made by the sting with the vertical. So these 2 points are necessary. Understood now? So this is the condition for looping. 3 cases are there. First one to move in a vertical circle, second one is to oscillate, and third one is in order to leave the loop without completing the vertical circle. So 3 cases are completed. So next point, third point for today class. So what this we consider is, so let us consider a block of mass capital. This block is suspended by a string from the rigid support of length value L. So this is the rigid support. Then what we did is, we consider one bullet. The bullet of mass value small. Bullet is fired with the velocity, initial velocity, such that after firing, the bullet is embedded into this block. So after this, with the bullet, the block is started moving in a vertical circle. Condition understood? Now we want to calculate what is the velocity with which bullet has to fire. So now actually after firing, the bullet was embedded into the block. Along with the block and bullet, it is executing vertical circular motion. To complete the vertical circular motion, the minimum velocity at the lower point should be equal to root over 5 into g into here the radius value L. So that is 5 into g into L. According to law of conservation of energy, according to law of conservation of momentum, not energy, conservation of momentum. So what we can able to write is, initial momentum of the bullet is given by m into u. What is the final momentum of the bullet and block is given by capital M plus small m into v. This one can I call v1. So m into u value is equal to capital M plus small m. What is the velocity at the lower end to complete the vertical circular path? That will be of root over 5 into g into l. Then what is the velocity with which the bullet has to fire? Given by capital M plus small m divided by small m into root over 5 into g into l. Okay, now this is the velocity. If the bullet is fired into the block, then along with the bullet and block will execute vertical circular. Okay, next one. So next point is, so let us consider one inclined plane, smooth inclined plane of height value h, such that a body or particle started rolling from the inclined plane and it is reaching to the bottom. After reaching to the bottom, it is moving in a circular path. Circular path of radius value will be called r. Same body, same particle only. It is not a, so same particle reaching to the circular, reaching to the bottom. After reaching the bottom, so what happened? The particle is started moving. In which path? In a circular path. Then we want to calculate what is the height of the inclined plane. Let me call this point is A and this point is B. According to law of conservation of energy, directly I will write, according to law of conservation of energy, EA value is equal to EB. EA value given by m into G into H. At point A, it having only potential energy. Initial velocity is 0. What happened to EB value? 1 by 2 into m into V1 square. Can I call velocity at the lower end of which one? Lower end of the circular path I called V. So here m value cancel. Then G into H is equal to 1 by 2 into. But how much velocity required for the particle to move in a vertical circle? Always you have to remember. Whenever to execute the vertical circle, the velocity value will be equal to root over 5 into G into R. The radius, the looping radius value is R only. So that is V1 square is equal to 5 into G into R. G cancel. Then what I will get H value is equal to 5 into R divided. Understood? Okay. The height from the height from which the body should fall down. In order to it will execute after reaching to the bottom, the body should move in a vertical circle. The height value will be given by 5 into R divided by V. This height value does not depend upon mass. Height value decided by the radius of the loop in which the body should move in a vertical circle. Okay, so this is next one. Next point. And this point is important. Let me consider a bob of a simple pendulum. Suspended from a rigid support. This string length value let me call L. Then, so let us consider the total length value L. Let me consider one nail is there. So nail is fixed at a distance x from the point of suspension, such that the block is pulled one side. I will write this x value this side. Here one nail is there. So this is of nail. Block is pulled one side by string making an angle theta, then left. For suppose, so the bob is executing vertical circular motion. The bob reaches to downside now. It will execute the vertical circular motion with the nail as a center. Which one as a center? Nail as a center. It is executing vertical circular motion. So it is possible to execute the vertical circular motion whenever the velocity at the lower end value will be equal to root over 5 into G into R. I want to calculate what is the height. So what is the distance of this nail from the point of suspension? X value I want to calculate. Question understood now pointer? So total length value L, this value X, this value will be of L minus X. How much? That will be of L minus X. So this value will be of L only. Then what I will get cos theta. So cos theta value is equal to how much? Or directly I will write H value is equal to how much? H is equal to L into 1 minus cos theta. What is theta? Angle made by the string with the horizontal or vertical arm. So with what? I want to calculate what is the height of the point. So H value is equal to L into 1 minus cos theta. Then now bob is pulled one side to a position. This is the position let me call A and this is the position let me call B. According to law of conservation of energy, EA value is equal to EP. So at A the bob having only kinetic energy which is given by 1 by 2 into m into V1 square. Whereas at P, so it will come to us. To oscillate means velocity is 0. It having only potential energy. So if I call the height of the point P, it is not height of the nail, height of the point P. So this is the point P height. Height of the point P from the ground is H. So m value cancel. Then what I will get here is 1 by 2 into, so V1 square value 1 by 5GR. But what is the radius of the circular path? Bob is executing vertical circular motion. Which one has a center? Nail has a center. So what is the radius value given by m into G into L minus X? Will be equal to, so here G into what is H value? So H is nothing but height of the point P. Height can be written as L into 1 minus cos theta, which is equal to L into 1 minus cos theta. Can I write down? Then which one cancel here? G value cancel. We want to calculate X value. So check it. Then what we get? 5 by 2 into L minus, here what will get? X by 2, x divided by 2 will be equal to how much? Or otherwise can I say that these two values this side, so g into L value is equal to 1 minus cos theta. Then what do we get? 5 by 2 into, this is m into g into h. So that is g into L be written L into 1 minus cos theta. So we want to find the value of x value. X value is equal to 5 is for both, because here 5 I should multiply with L and also with x. Then what I will get? 5 by 2 into L minus 5 by 2 into x value is equal to how much? L minus L into cos theta. Right? From this, what is 5 by 2 into x value is equal to 5 by 2 into L minus L plus L into cos theta. From this, so LCM for these two terms is 2. Then 5L minus 2L, that is of 3 into L by 2 plus L into cos theta will be equal to 5 into x divided by 2. Then 5 into x by 2 will be equal to, if I take LCM here, 3L plus 2 into L into cos theta divided by 2. 2 cancel. So what I will get the answer for x? Can I take L common? 3 plus 2 into cos theta divided by 5. So what is x here? X is the distance of the nail. Nail where you fixed the nail, the distance from the point of suspension. And here condition is the body is executing vertical circular motion with the nail as a center. That's why the radius value how much? L minus x. Okay, so this is regarding the executing the vertical circular motion. The next point related with this vertical circular motion. Next point 1. So yesterday we have seen when a particle is executing vertical circular motion, we consider the lowest point and highest point. B. Velocity at the lowest point is v1 and highest point is v2. So actually what is the kinetic energy at E? Kinetic energy at E will be equal to 1 by 2 into m into v1 square. Right? v1 value 5 here. Then what I will get? 5 by 2 into m into g square. What is the total energy at E? Total energy value will be equal to, so total energy at E, body having only kinetic energy, potential G is 0. So that's why total energy will be equal to kinetic energy, which is equal to 5 by 2 into m into G into 1. Now remember, whenever a particle is executing vertical circular motion, velocity changes, speed changes, momentum changes, angular momentum changes, but except only total energy. At each and every point, the total energy value remains constant. If I want to calculate what is the kinetic energy at B, kinetic energy at B is 1 by 2 into m into v2 square. v2 value root gr. Then what I will get the answer, which is equal to 1 by 2 into m into g into 1. When the particle is going from A to B, what happened to kinetic energy? Decreases. What happened to potential energy? Increases. But total energy value remains constant. What is the change in kinetic energy when it is going from A to B? Will be equal to change in kinetic energy, change in potential energy, which is given by final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy minus final kinetic energy. 5 by 2 mgr minus 1 by 2 mgr. How can you calculate the change in kinetic energy? So initial kinetic energy minus kinetic energy at A minus kinetic energy at B, which is given by 5 by 2 minus 1 by 2. So what I will get the answer of 4 by 2 into m into g. So which is given by 2 into m into g into 1. This is the expression for change in kinetic energy. Okay now? Next point. So another very important concept we will discuss now for this circular motion, vertical circular motion, 7th one. So let me consider one smooth hemispherical convex surface. Convex hemispherical surface I consider. Let me call the radius value is equal to r. So let me consider one block of mass small m, which is started or which is projected with a velocity v naught from the top. So in order to execute the circular path, this radius value. So after some time, now this radius value, after some time it has reached to point P, such that this point P is making an angle theta. At this position, the angle made with the vertical is theta. At this point P, from this point P, the body so slip out. Slip out means it will fall down without executing vertical circular motion. It is fall down. Question understood? Considering one hemispherical, so convex surface, smooth. A block is projected with a velocity v naught from the top. It is sliding down. After reaching point P, it losing its contact. So this point P corresponding to point P, what is the angular position? Theta value. Angular displacement theta value. I want to calculate. Okay na? So at this point P, what happens? Total weight is given by mg. Mg resolved into two components. So this value will be given by, so mg cos theta. Here I will get a mg cos theta. This is theta, here also theta. This component is mg cos theta. And what is the normal reaction value? N. So then what is the net force acting at point P? At the point of which one? P. So net force value will be given by mg cos theta minus n will be equal to m into v square by r, vp square by r. Can I write that? mg cos theta and n both are in opposite direction. The net force will provide the necessary centripetal force, m into vp square by r. From this, what is the answer? What is the value of n? So n value will be given by m into g into cos theta minus m into vp square divided by r. But the condition for slipping, not to execute the loop, for slipping n value should be 0. Whenever the normal reaction value is 0, the body will fall down. Last case, for body to rotate by a string, tension value becomes 0, then it will fall down. Here instead of tension, their normal reaction force is tension. Here normal reaction force is n. When n value will be 0, then what happens to the body? The body will leave the loop. Okay, when n value is 0, then what I get? M into g into cos theta value is equal to, so m into v square. Can I call this velocity simply v1? Here velocity is equal to v naught. I will call this velocity v. So then v. Then what I get? M into v square by r. M value cancel. What is the answer for cos theta? Theta value is equal to v square divided by r into g. Can I call it as equation 1? Actually, we want to calculate theta value. So calculate the theta value. So which value I want to? What is the velocity at this point P? We want to calculate. To calculate the velocity at point P according to law of conservation of energy. Let me call this point the name is H. This point the name is P. And let me consider so this height of the point P from the ground is H. And let y is the vertical distance of the point P from the maximum height. What is the total radius value? Radius value will be equal to h plus r. Okay, so this value will be equal. Then what is the, according to law of conservation of energy, EH value is equal to E. At m, body is there at certain height and also it is in at h, it is in motion. Then what can I able to write? It having both kinetic energy and potential energy. Kinetic energy value 1 by 2 into m into v naught square plus potential energy given by m into g into y plus h. This y plus h value is equal to, from the diagram, y plus h value also equal to r. So h value is equal to r minus y. R minus is equal to y. Or otherwise you can also write y value. Y value is equal to r minus h. These 2 points remember we needed it. So m into g into y plus h. Similarly, what is the kinetic energy at point P? 1 by 2 into m into v square plus potential given by m into g into h1. Okay, in all the terms m is there, m term will be cancelled. Can I multiply all the terms with 2? Then what I will get here, final expression for v square I will get v square is equal to v naught square plus 2 into g into, so what I will get the answer is v by, because mgh or mgh term, gh term or gh term will be cancelled. Only what I will get is v naught square plus 2 into g into 1. So which can be also written as v naught v square is equal to v naught square plus 2 into g into y can be written as r into 1 minus cos theta. Can we write now? Y value is equal to how much? Since what is cos theta? Cos theta value is equal to, directly we write what is the expression for y? Y is equal to r into 1 minus cos theta. Okay, then now I got which value? V value, v square value. Can I call it as equation 2? Substituting equation 2 in equation 1. Tell me what we get. This question is very important. This question was there as usual in level 3. So they used to asking us what is the angular displacement from which the body will slip out. So then v square value will substitute. Then what will get? Cos theta. Cos theta value is equal to, so v square is equal to v naught square plus 2 into g into r into 1 minus cos theta divided by r into g. So what I will get the answer is 1 by v naught square by r into g plus, here what I will get 2 into g into r divided by r into g plus minus 2 into g into r into cos theta divided by r into g. So rg cancel. Here also what I will get rg cancel. Can I say that cos theta term this side? So that will become 3 into cos theta. 3 into cos theta value is equal to v naught square by r into g plus 2. So what is cos theta is equal to? Cos theta value is equal to 2 by 3 plus v naught square divided by, so 3 into r into g. This is the expression for cos theta. What is theta? Theta is the angle made by the body with the vertical from which the body will slip out. Always you have to remember, for the body to slip out, the must and should condition is what? The normal reaction force should be equal to 0. Okay na? So then if v naught is equal to 0, under this only one small note, if v naught is equal to 0, v naught is 0 means, so it is started sliding from the top now, so it is freely falling for suppose. When it is v naught value is equal to 0, then what will get? Cos theta. Cos theta value is equal to 2 by 2. Correct? Cos theta value is equal to how much? 2 by 2. When cos theta value is equal to 2 by 3, what is the value of y? Y is equal to r into 1 minus cos theta. Then what will get? R into 1 minus of 2 by 2, which is a 1 by 2. So y value is equal to r divided by 2. What is y? Y is the vertical height we consider. So if I consider here the point P, this value h, this value 1. So vertical height of the body from the, which one? From the maximum. The next, what is, how can I calculate h value? H value is equal to, so what is the relation? H is equal to r minus y. So which is given by r minus r by 3. So what is h value? H is equal to 2 into r divided by 2. So when these all these formulas can be write if v naught is equal to 0. For suppose, and this is the first one. For suppose, if theta is equal to 0 means, when theta 0 means from where the body will leave? The body will leave from the top only. When theta value is equal to 0, we get v naught value. Substitute that theta 0 in this formula. Then v naught value we get root over r into g. The velocity at the highest point is equal to root over r into g. The body will slip out from the top. Understood now? So this is regarding this point. Okay? Then the last point related with this, motion in a vertical circle with a non-uniform speed. 8th one. So let us consider one hemispherical concave one bowl. In this concave bowl, one metal sphere was there. It is oscillating. It is oscillating. Such that so between the 2 points it is oscillating. This is at midpoint and these are the extreme position. So now what I want to calculate is what is the maximum angular displacement value, let me call that is of theta. Here it is there. This value will be of theta. The velocity at the lower point is v1. According to law of conservation of energy, let me call this is G and this is T. Total energy at A is equal to total energy at T. So what is the total energy at A? 1 by 2 into m into v1 square. Total energy at T. To oscillate, here velocity should become 0. So that's why the body having only which energy? Potential energy. Which is given by m into g into h value. H value is equal to how much? If I consider the radius value or total length value L, so h value will be equal to r. I will consider the radius of this hemispherical bowl is r. So r into how much? 1 minus cos theta. From this, what is the expression for v1? I will get m value will cancel. So v1 value is equal to root over 2 into g into r into 1 minus cos theta. Right? What is the condition is? In a hemispherical bowl of radius concave bowl of radius r, a ball or metal ball is oscillating between the 2 points. Then what is the velocity at the lower end? When so it is making maximum angular displacement to theta. So v1 value given by root over 2 into g into r into 1 minus cos theta. I want to calculate what is the normal reaction force when it is there at mean position and at extreme position. First I want to calculate at a mean position. At mean position, in what direction its weight will act? Downwards. So that is given by mg. Normal reaction value can I call r1 vertically? Then what I get? r1 minus m into g is equal to m into v1 square by r. From this r1 given by r1 is equal to m into v1 square by r plus mg. Anyhow, we know the value of v1. If you want, you can calculate, you can substitute that v1 value. This is the normal reaction when ball was there at a mean position. What is the normal reaction value when ball was there at extreme position? When it is there at extreme position, its weight is given by mg. Mg resolved into components. So that is given by mg into cos theta. So that time normal reaction value can I call r2 when it is there at extreme position. So what is the normal reaction value given by? That is the value of R2. R2 is equal to mg into cos theta. How much? Mg into cos theta. Normal reaction value when bob was there at a extreme position. And this is regarding the concepts of circular motion. This chapter is topics are very important and you have to go through clearly. In the next class, we will continue. So, numericals of this circular motion. Okay, thank you.